Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. Today, we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 7. We start off with Tanjiro slicing the neck of Upper Rank 4 as hard as he can, but this thing has a neck of like solid steel or platinum or something. It is just not happening. He's using all of his sister's demon blood trying to get it done, and then he feels this immense, evil presence behind him, and basically he stopped dead in his tracks. Genya is stopped dead in his tracks. All of these crazy wooden dragons come flying out. Nezuko comes and saves the day, and then we see this god-looking, very very cool design demon. I would say, you got all the gold decked out. You got the big beefy muscles. You got the crazy wooden circle doohickey behind him. I believe they're kind of like drums, similar to that one demon that was an X lower rank moon that we got back in season 1, where he was able to beat on the drums and certain things happened. I think this is a similar principle with the drums. He then takes the main body, which maybe is the main body, but who knows? Fear. At this point, I just assume everything that has a tongue tattoo may or may not be the actual demon. Wraps him up in a cocoon of wood, so it's going to be really hard to get to him. And then we realize that Genya says that the reason this demon is so powerful is because it's a combination of the other 4. So, I mean, that makes sense. They were all split up. So they were all weaker, but combined, they are significantly stronger in this one giant crazy demon. And he was talking about how it pulverized the other ones into it. They didn't. It looks like they didn't really want to be combined into one central thing. But that's what happened, and it looks like anger here is going to be the main emotion. But this is the most powerful of the Upper Rank 4's clones, I believe, being it is a combination of everything. Minus, the main body, of course. And the main body, as we know, is extremely durable, too. It can shapeshift into a tiny thing. And he's talking about, like, how, unforgivable Tanjiro is. You're picking on a weakling. And I find that extremely laughable because, this is an Upper Rank 4. He is far from a weakling, He might look tiny and small and innocent and weak and pathetic, but he is not by any definition of the word pathetic, weak, fragile. He took a sword to the neck and Tanjiro gave it all his might and he couldn't get through it. Genya, why? So Genya and Tanjiro are just kind of frozen by how powerful this guy is at this point in time. And they don't really know what to do. They're like, oh crap, we had a hard enough time trying to defeat the 4 of them individually and they were all weaker. And now this one super OP guy has the main body all, sealed up in a cocoon of, I'm assuming, super hard, super dense wood. We then go back over to the Mist Hashira, basically saying, you have fun dying. I'm gonna go see what's in that in that shed. Is basically what the Upper Rank 5 demon said. He's trying to get out with a mist attack. Not happening. Just he's stuck. He is stuck in here, and then he sees kind of a vision of Tanjiro, and he was like, Tanjiro wasn't the one that actually said this to me. Somebody else was. Meanwhile, we have the Upper Rank 5 going into the shed, and we find out that the sword, that old sword, he is still currently working on it. So, he said it was going to take at least 3 or 4 days, I think he said, to fully polish it. So it's only been a couple of days since he started. Maybe he's on the last day. Maybe he's on the 3rd day. I don't really know the time frame here. And he is just doing it. Like, he is not paying attention to anything else. He is 100% into his art. He is so into it that when the Upper Rank 5 demon actually attacks him and slashes his back, he refuses to stop working. And we get to see his face. I'm forgetting his name here, but we do get to see his face. It's the one that likes to chase Tanjiro for breaking his swords. And he was talking about, like, why, why did this sword is so beautiful, this sword is so perfect, why didn't the person that created this put their full name into it? They only put one initial. And then he realizes the reason there was only one initial is because the sword was only made for one purpose, and that was to kill demons. And he is so just caught up in his art that he is not moving whatsoever, and he's doing it even though he's getting attacked by an upper rank demon. He's not even feeling it. He's so focused and concentrated. It's actually making the upper rank 5 demon very angry with him, being that he has never had that level of concentration when making his art as well, which are the vases. Meanwhile, still stuck in the vase, you kind of having a vision of Tanjiro trying to regain some of his past. The child comes out trying to help him, and he was like, this is some sort of rubberized gooey thing. It's gross. Trying to save him. And unfortunately, he is then attacked by one of the upper rank 5's fish demons. He gets stabbed in a vital point. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to live or not. But before he passes out, he actually breathes air into this pot. That way the Mist Hashira can actually absorb it. And he is able to finally get enough air to use an attack to get out of this thing. And he's beat up, he's poisoned, he was trapped, so he sees shortness of breath. But now that he's out of the trap, he should be able to go deal with this upper rank 5 demon. And then he remembers the person that was giving him all of this advice throughout this episode. This kind of I think it was like a 5 or 6 minute sequence throughout the episode, was actually his father. He said that his father and Tanjiro have the same colored eyes. So we don't know all of his backstory, but we're getting bits and pieces of it here and there throughout this season, which is pretty cool. It seemed like his father was a decent guy, trying to raise his son with good morals. And that's kind of where the episode ends. He also does mention that he's like, you should probably say, we need to do Hashira sent here ASAP. And we haven't seen the Love Hashira, Mitsuri, I believe her name is. We haven't seen her show up. Like, we saw her running towards the battle at one point. She saved the village chief and everything. But she hasn't been in it for the last couple of episodes. So I don't know if she's actually going to, play some sort of part in attacking the upper ranks or not. But she has just been kind of MIA, if you will. She seems to be best girl for a lot of people, and I'm surprised she's not getting a lot more screen time, because you would think an extremely popular character would be getting a lot more screen time, which I guess just isn't going to be the case for whatever reason. We then get to see the training of what he's been up to. Basically he was like, to create the ultimate sword, I need to have the ultimate body. And he's just getting jacked over here. And now it's time for a Teisho Shikiri. So the knife he chased off Tanjiro with, he was actually too afraid to use it because it was too sharp. And then he ends up chasing him with it as well, which I think is kind of hilarious. And that's where the episode is. So what I think is going to happen next episode is, obviously, maybe Tanjiro will get a sword. Hopefully the Mist Hashira is able to fend off the upper rank 5. Either that or that sword, he is going to use that sword. Being it kind of did have like this blue flame kind of deal on it, so it wouldn't surprise me if the Mist Hashira was actually, is able to use the sword against the upper rank 5 demon. Is he going to kill him next episode? I have no idea what's going to happen with that. Is Mitsuri going to show up? Love Hashira going to show up and help him out? Also 50-50. What's going to happen with Tanjiro and Nezuko and Genya versus upper rank 4? I wonder if she'll actually go to them, because I honestly don't think they're going to be able to defeat upper rank 4 by themselves. Or maybe we'll get another Hashira that we haven't seen show up out of nowhere. Maybe Genya's brother will show up. That would be kind of neat if we saw him show up. Other than that, solid 8 out of 10, which I'm pretty much giving to the last couple of episodes. The 10 out of 10 will come when we get that crazy, epic moment. There wasn't really super crazy epic moments in this. There was a little bit of fighting. Not a whole lot. We got a little bit of cool CGI with the wood dragons. We got a new character, essentially, with the upper rank 4, all the clones fused together. So that was pretty neat how we saw that as well. But left a little bit to be desired, I'll say, and obviously leaves you wanting more. There's only 4 episodes left, I believe, in this season, so we're going to have to wrap this up fairly soon. I would say the next 3 episodes, this is going to get wrapped up. upper ranks, I'm assuming, are going to get defeated. Either that or maybe a Hashira, maybe one of the two Hashira might die. I could see that happening again. They already killed off Rengoku, so it wouldn't surprise me if they killed off someone else. I could also see Genya getting killed. I think that's another possibility. Genya dying. I can see that happening too, but we'll just have to wait and see. Until then, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and let me know what you want to see for future cartoon and anime related content. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.